Доброго дня всім! Вітаємо вас на YouTube-каналі баскетбольного клубу Прометей. І сьогодні фінальне інтерв'ю нашої передсезонної серії. Якраз ми його записуємо за буквально за день, за 24 години до першого матчу, офіційного матчу баскетбольного клубу Прометей в прийдешньому сезоні. Це буде поєдинок Латвійсько-естонської ліги. Ну і у нас у гостях сьогодні чеський центровий команди Ондржей Балвін, з яким ми поспілкуємося, познайомимося та дізнаємося його враження від процесу, враження від команди на даний момент та очікування, звісно ж, очікування від сезону. So, Ondrej, glad you here with us. Thank you for your time. And first question, we are talking just one day before the official start of the season for Prometei. With what feelings are you jumping into this year?
With good feelings, I think we got interesting team. We got team that maybe is not too much known to Europe as a players by name, but I think we got a lot of quality in our roster. So I'm really curious what we can accomplish with this team.
At the moment, you've spent some weeks already in your team and in your environment. How you can describe your experience in Prometei so far?
As anywhere I've been, I think this situation, okay, it's a little bit more complicated, because of the war. We have to be in Riga, and right now we're not really. We are here home, but it's not the same like if we would be on Ukraine, So it's a little bit different. In some things, it's a little bit more complicated. But I think this is part of the journey, part of the situation in which we are right now. And I think the club tries to provide us with as much support as they can, and trying to make it feel as home as they can. So we just have to get used to it, and just get over it.
And have you managed to catch up this part of preparations that you've missed due to Eurobasket?
Yes, because I got the luck that Neno is also a head coach of the Czech national team. So most of the stuff we do on the practice, I already know from the national team. Some stuff obviously is different, but it's not that much difference. So I kind of know what to expect, what play style and everything. So it's much more easy for me to adapt.
And the last last two preparation games you've played in Turkey, Pinar Cup versus very high-level Turkish teams, Fenerbahce and Karşıyaka, and you won both these games. What did you see from the team in these games, and how important, from your standpoint, these wins in the bigger picture of future season?
The first thing, it's nice that we won, but still, it's just preparation. So I learned, for example, this from Spain. The preparation games are nice, but it's not really saying what the team can accomplish. It's great that we won against team like Fenerbahce or Karşıyaka, but it's still like just per-season game, because a lot of teams tries to new stuff. Almost everybody's playing, so the rotation is completely different than usually is during the real games. So I'm glad that we won, but still I'm not taking it like as much as we would win, for example, in the season. And from the victory, definitely I can say that that I was impressed the way we played. We've been just few days together, so still we got some things to improve, or well, a lot of things to improve. But I think the chemistry on the court is great. We're a team who try to run a lot, and also in the defense we're helping each other. So there's a stuff there we definitely need to improve, but I think we got solid foundations we can build on.
Do you manage chemistry? Do you like the atmosphere inside the team at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's not that in some teams I've been, sometimes it's habit that there's like two groups, the local guys and the foreigners. But luckily in this team, because everybody speaks English, so it's much easier to communicate. So there's no divided groups that somebody just speak Ukrainian. No, everybody speak English. And there's some extra languages in the locker room, but it helps to create the chemistry that we all can speak together.
And let's get back in time a bit and move back to summer. What was behind your decision to join the Prometei for this season?
Me and Neno, we already like few years back we were starting like jokingly saying that someday maybe he's gonna be my coach, and so this summer when we had the last World Cup window, that was in June if I'm not mistaken. So he was asking me like what's my situation right now, because he already tried to get me last season. And but that last season I already had almost right after the season I signed in Japan. And in that moment I told him, no, look, I'm not rushing nowhere, right now. I'm waiting if something interesting is gonna show up. And then I was like, okay, if you would be interested, I definitely would be. So I said, okay, definitely, why not? We can try figure something out. And then we start talking through my agent, and we kind of make the deal. But also it's not just because of Neno, because Prometei right now is I think it's young club that's trying to grow in Europe, trying to prove themselves. And that's kind of interesting also for me, especially because they play Euro Cup. And as I'm saying, we maybe don't have too many known names on the roster, but I think that we got a high quality team.
And did Nana use some specific words to convince you, some extra stuff that only he knows?
No. This is just pure relationship that we got between me and him. And of course, it was interesting to try him as a head coach, not just of the national team, but in the season. So because I always under him played one my best basketball. So I wanted to see how we can work it during the season.
And obviously, we all know you as a big guy who can finish around the basket, who has a good mid-range game, active on boards. Now you have a lot of international experience in Europe. What else can you add to this a little scouting report of yours?
I think some experience, because I've been playing basketball for professionally. This is my, if I'm not mistaken, 13th season, as a professional. So I got some experience, Also, as I'm saying, I know the system that Nino likes to play really well, because he's applying it almost 10 years for the national team. So I think the understanding of the game that Nino wants to play, I think that's something I can add up.
And let's talk about the national team of yours, about your summer, because you came to Prometei after Eurobasket for Czech Republic. It was pretty special tournament because the first part was hosted in Prague, in the capital of Czech Republic. But at the same time, I guess this tournament left some mixed feelings for you because you left early. How do you feel about the results of Eurobasket for you personally and for Czech Republic team, like 2-3 weeks later?
I think it was great. First of all, obviously, it was great experience because we could be in front of our home crowd, and every game was basically beaten the highest attendance to the basketball game in Czech Republic. That was amazing. But on the other hand, we players, or I think everybody in the team, we are a little bit disappointed because we knew that we could do much better, because we got strong team. We showed it for the last 7-8 years when we were growing into players that we are right now. And I think it just didn't catch us in the best shape, because we had a lot of struggles with injuries. We had also some guys who had COVID right before the tournament, so it was kind of complicated for us to get in the game style and the shape that we would like to be, because we knew that it's home championship. It's probably like the top thing for our generation. And of course, somehow we a little bit repaired the image after when we played against the Greece, but still still we know that we could accomplish more than we actually accomplished.
And you mentioned the game about the versus Greece. During the tournament, you've personally faced and guarded maybe two of the best basketball players on the earth right now, Nikola Jokic and Giannis. How you can describe this experience, and what are the main takeaways from these games?
You know, for me as a player, I cannot start thinking about, yeah, I'm playing now against Giannis, I'm playing now against Jokic, you know, because if I would think about it, it would get into my head, you know. And I played against so many good players. I played against the USA several times, so you cannot have in the head that you're playing right now against one back-to-back MVPs, you know. You just go and you play, because NBA games and European games are completely different. So you cannot think about it like that. So for me playing against Jokic, okay, I'm playing against Jokic. I'm playing against Giannis. Okay, I'm playing against Giannis. It's tough, but I'm not gonna think about it that there are something special. I'm just going to the game.
And you mentioned also your experience in Japan. Our audience is very interested in this part of your journey, because not so many people, as I can say, in Ukraine knows about Japanese basketball. Yeah, we heard some stuff. We know about some Rui Hachimura or something like this. But what is about National League of Japan? What can you tell us about the level of the league, your experience there, and maybe something interesting you can add?
So the league is basically divided to conferences. Right now, I think it's three, but they play each other. You know, there's like 60 games a season, and yeah, it's a lot, because they right now I think that's 22 teams this season, or 20. Yeah, I think 22 teams. So it's a lot of games, but Japan basketball, okay, I didn't know before anything really much too, but it's actually not bad quality the league. I just think because right now, you know, Europe is always considered after the NBA, basically like the best leagues are in Europe. But Japan, I think they got a lot of space to grow basketball wise, because right now the basketball is getting popular there. They got huge population, you know, so they can attract a lot of players. And it's kind of country that need to bring, I think, people from outside to develop, especially the domestic players. But this is just about thing that's gonna take some time, you know. I believe that in few years the league's gonna be on much higher level, and it's gonna be really respected by European players. And actually, back in time, that was used to considered as a retirement league, you know, kind of. But right now, honestly, there's a lot of players I played against in Spanish league. They played EuroLeague, and they're in the prime age, you know. So it's not anymore that you got usually just foreigners who are 30, 35 plus, you know. Now you got younger guys coming there, because they know they can get great money there. They can have really good life there, you know. And Japan in general, the one thing that I really liked about them, they respect even older players, you know, because kind of in Europe, for me, the habit is that when you're 30, let's say 33, 34, you know, you're starting slowing down a little bit. The teams, if you're not really with the team for a long time period, they're gonna probably change, you know, for somebody younger, for more perspective. But for example, last year in my team, I had a guy who was 42, if I'm not mistaken, and he had a contract for 2 more years, you know. And then we had another guy who turned in that moment for 40. So in Japan, the age is really sometimes just the number, and it's not really reflecting what you can provide, and they really respect this.
Oh, very, very interesting stuff. And we talked about you as a basketball player, but how can you describe yourself as a person outside of the court?
I think I'm calm person, you know. Most of the time when we got Ben, actually Nano decides to give us some free time, so I'm spending with my dog Charlie, walking around Riga right now, you know, trying to discover a little bit the city. I also like to play video games. I'm a big fan of it actually. So I got my computer, you know. So just when I need to relax, I just turn off some video games playing with my friends online, and we just relax there. Like basically, I'm easygoing person. I like to discover a place where I live. You know, like to go a little bit on some visits around. But especially everything is around my dog, so I can entertain him, you know.
And so your dog will be your biggest fan during the next season.
Yeah, well, he's always, you know.
Yeah, maybe some other friends for you, maybe your family or some friends.
Yeah, obviously, it's a good thing that right now Riga is, if I'm not mistaken, I think like our 40 straight flight from Prague. So I got already people asking me for the schedule because they want to come visit because they heard a lot of like nice things about Riga so far.
Great stuff. So what are your expectations from the next season, both personally and team-wise? Maybe you have any specific goals?
1 second. Well, for the domestic league, you know, the Latvian Estonian league, I think the obvious goal is to go to Final Four and try to win, because I think that's the goal in general for Prometei. You know, compete as much as they can, and I think I cannot say right now, but so far what I saw or experienced in with other teams, I think we can go for the Final Four definitely. And for the Euro Cup, that's a little bit tricky because right now you don't know what's the power of the teams. Sometimes it also can happen that you have some injury of players, so this is a little bit difficult. But I think we definitely, I believe that we can definitely make the playoffs of Euro Cup. I don't know what position, but I believe that we can do it. And then let's see from the playoffs, because the Euro Cup playoffs are a little bit special, and it's been shown last year that even the team with the best record can lose one game, and that's gonna get them out of the playoffs. And for me personally, I just wanna, you know, after 1 year in Japan, I kinda disappeared from the radar, you know. So I would like to get back myself on the radar in Europe. But obviously for me important is that the club is doing well, because that's always reflecting after on the players as well.
I got you. So our fans, Prometei fans, are waiting impatiently for the season to start finally, to watch the games, to watch you on the court. Please, some final words for them, for the fans who will support you during this run.
First of all, thank you, because I know right now it's not easy situation for any of you, but I'm really glad that you guys can support us. Then you can find the time to follow the team, and even if you cannot be with us in the gym, but you can at least cheer for us online or something, or through phone or anything. We just gonna try to do our best and represent you and represent Ukraine in Europe as well.
So thank you very much for your time, Ondrej. Good luck during the season. Good luck in tomorrow's game in Latvia. We'll follow you closely. А я подякую всім вам, хто спостерігав це інтерв'ю та інші інтерв'ю. Ну і будуть, звісно, вони з'являтися, багато контенту на офіційному ютуб-каналі Прометею. Знову ж нагадаємо, дивіться матчі Латвійсько-естонської ліги, дивіться матчі Єврокубку, спостерігайте, вболівайте за нашою командою та сподіваємося, що все в нас і у вас буде добре.